Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy!
The trial continues. Was it Shuichi? Was it Miyu? Was it Ryoma or Kibo or Kokichi? Was it Kaede? Was it a suicide? Those are literally the only options. So that's where we are.
Speaking of where we are
there.
How very philosophical. We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Squared. Now,
about this whole lie thing, which we don't know what she's going to do.
I get it. She doesn't think Shuichi did it. I don't think Shuichi did it.
But boy, he sure needs to say something like, I didn't do it.
Like, just that would work volumes in his favor.
The problem is, although we've been trying to nail Miyu this entire time.
Boy, phrasing.
And we still are.
That has not changed.
But the case against Shuichi is extremely plausible. We have to be able to get past it. And a thing that would really help is if he explains why he didn't do it and how it wasn't him. He is not doing that.
He is currently too caught up in his own trauma and has become paralyzed. So, since we have meta-knowledge that strongly suggests that there's something weird going on with the main character,
due to how the Discord cast, as the person playing the game, which is me, is supposed to be the main character. And that didn't happen. So, what are we supposed to take from this? Anyway, go on, Billy.
In any case, she's going to lie. It's probably going to work and no one's going to catch her at first. All she has to do is get them to move off of Shuichi and eliminate him as a suspect. What I'm expecting is they're going to catch her, it's going to ruin her credibility, and she's no longer going to be able to be the uniting force in thwarting the mastermind, stopping the killing games, and whatnot. And that will force Shuichi to have to overcome his own problems and take the lead to save everyone.
Yeah, it sounds kind of interesting. I mean, that also seems quite plausible as to how this is going to play out. Like, the lie's going to lead everybody in the right direction, but it's still a lie.
Because let us be frank, you shouldn't lie. Period.
Well, I don't feel quite as strongly about that as you do.
Well, in a circumstance like this, I do not believe you should lie.
Yes, I agree with that. And remember, we have been hit with a procession of bad ends for screeching about how much the truth is valuable to us. Then we go play Ace Attorney, where they do that. You know, the truth matters, the truth has value. Bah. Speaking of bah,
We already did that bit.
we're the salty, grumpy guys.
Salty Grumpy Guys. SGG? That doesn't quite sound right. It sounds like some sort of nutritional label. Did you hear that? A lie!
Is this a gameplay mechanic?
Now, I know that sounds crazy, telling a lie in a class trial. But sometimes telling a lie is necessary to reach the truth.
I mean, I can certainly see it.
Oh, but don't worry. There are no lies in this tutorial.
I don't believe you.
From here on out, there will be times in a debate you have to lie.
What? You mean this is a mechanic?
I don't... Before, you had to refute the lies. But now, you'll have to lie yourself. It's almost like Monokuma designed these rules. Doesn't that get your heart pumping?
No. It becomes a lie bullet with the opposite meaning?
Well, great. Now we have to interpret every clue two ways.
So, what you're telling me is that everything in this game was, like, perfectly calibrated to make us like it until it gets to this. Okay. Truth bullet become a lie bullet. And it makes your influence drain while you're doing it?
Oh my god!
What? A back route? What?
I don't like this.
How are we supposed to understand what the opposite meaning of a truth bullet is?
Especially when a truth bullet has multiple data facts on it, you know?
Does this mean that it was at 9:10 a.m.?
The victim was struck from the front? I mean...
The other injuries were detected? The music wasn't playing? How are we supposed to interpret this, and why do we need to do it? Alright, okay. Let's see here.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
That's true. Oh.
But he had it turned off. And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase,
Right.
a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then taking advantage of the camera's interval timer.
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out of Rantaro! And then he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot.
Like, this is possible.
Afterward, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened.
And we don't have any evidence
Praise
that can
be
refute
Ch1,
it.
we've solved this case! So Shuichi was just using Kaede.
Pew! 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 Okay.
Well, literally the only point of contention is that Shuichi had the receiver.
Yes, the whole point of this is just to make sure that we do the lie thing.
Okay.
So, if we lie about the receiver, that he had the receiver, what does that mean? I don't even understand what it would mean to say this.
I don't think so. I don't understand that either.
Like, is it tell a lie about the thing that you're lying about? Like, I understand how to use a truth bullet to tell the truth.
Yes.
And how to agree with statements.
Like, that all makes sense.
But I don't understand what the limiting principle is on the lying. Because we're not really controlling what they say.
Right?
And lying is making something up.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to have to interpret every truth bullet multiple ways now. Like, to understand what they mean by lying.
Ah, well, whatever. And the thing is when you hit something with a truth bullet, you're telling the truth. So if they disagree, there are facts to point to.
Yeah!
But why would your lie be convincing or good? So it's got to be the receiver, I guess.
Yeah, the receiver on the receiver.
So the receiver proves that he doesn't receive the receiver. I mean, no, I get the point. I'm trying to understand what the limiting principle is.
Yeah, yeah.
And how to think about it.
Well, I think the way we're supposed to interpret this is she's going to claim that she had the receiver. That's her lie. In this specific example.
One more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase.
Whoa.
Shuichi also had the receiver.
That was weird.
But he had it turned off.
I didn't really mean to do that.
Yeah, I
So
assume.
when Rantaro...
So
Shuichi also
So this
had
one.
okay, so then I go. No, I have to hit the.
You have to hit the comment, yeah.
But when as soon as I lie
So
like
when
that,
Rantaro
it flies
moved the
off.
bookcase,
Oh yeah, when you let go of the Y button, it
picture
shoots
was
it.
taken
Yeah, I know.
without
It's just
the
kind of
alarm
awkward,
sounding.
is the thing. Okay, well, fair
fair
enough.
the camera case.
Okay, let's see if I can do
Shuichi also
this. Okay. Yeah, you do it like
Turn
that.
this lie into the truth.
From a certain point of view.
Sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you something important.
Now, it is true that Shuichi tried to give her the
That's
receiver.
true. That's true.
Forgot?
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the receiver.
Huh?
So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
We have no way of proving that he didn't do it.
I mean, yeah, we do. He just won't say anything.
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede?
Guys. No, I take that back. Actually, guilt us
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I do not approve. Guilt us more.
Of course. Come on, would I lie to you guys?
More guilt.
That'd only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
The thing is, and we've always been like this, where we just like really go after the truth and despise lying. Look, I'm not saying lying's always wrong all the time.
Yeah.
And that's a very like Kantian obsession, to be honest. I don't mean it that way. But you know, one of the reasons that I hate lying so much is that I'm a really, really, really good liar. I'm really good at it. Billy's giving me this narrow eye look right now.
Suspicious stare.
And maybe he should. Okay? I understand what it's like to lie. And I don't like it.
On the other hand, I'm terrible at it.
Huh? I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Well, come on, try a little harder. But still, yes.
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Like less than 3? Those kinds of calculations?
I feel like we're getting off topic, everyone.
It's not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love.
Isn't this the Chapter 2 class trial from Danganronpa 2 in reverse?
Yeah, kinda.
Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before?
It's neat that you can look around, but it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, I mean, in front of the stained glass window with the light.
I most certainly have, at least.
Leave your sister out of this.
With how creepy you are, I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
They didn't have a
Kaede
choice.
and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that. Plus, the way Kaede just acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied.
Please, no one listen to the professional liar.
Yeah, As soon as you give up the moral high ground, it's really easy for someone formidable like Kokichi to just mow you down.
A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies easily.
Yeah, can confirm. That's how it works. At the very least, you become very suspicious.
Oh, maybe I'm not bad at lying. Maybe Damon's just too good.
Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe Kaede?
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious.
Yeah, that's the thing. He needs to speak up himself.
Like 10 minutes ago.
He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
It's the thing that actually forced Kaede to lie.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
Well, no, not the only person. There is a set of people that it could have been. It's just that he's, maybe I don't want to say the most likely person, but pretty much from everybody's point of view, he's the most likely person, and even I would only say he's number 2.
So we all agree that Puichi did it? Then let's just vote already!
Oh yeah? Interesting that you're the person who says this.
Oh, she said a couple things like that already that's been like, let's hurry up and vote.
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I agree. But I don't know if Atua agrees. 'Cause right now it's his nap time.
What kind of miserably pathetic god needs a nap?
This is quite troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
Yeah, so you better work this out.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
Hold on! Split? Did you just say split?
I suppose you are split right down the middle, more or less, aren't you, bear?
You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
You've got ears, buddy.
Why would you put a microphone in your belly button? Like, aren't you really just gonna get your shirt rustling around?
He's not wearing a shirt.
I don't care about Monokuma's belly button, Mike. I was like, I never thought of the idea of putting a microphone in the belly button. Let's think about it and take it seriously.
Well, that was your first mistake.
It's not a mistake. You want to know what the mistake is?
Putting a belly button microphone in.
Yeah, you were gonna say putting a belly button in the microphone, weren't you?
I was, but I tried to save it. Did it work?
That's also a mistake.
So wait, your ears don't do anything?
His ears dispense cola and tea. Wait, I'm thinking of something else.
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
More phenomenal trial grounds?
More phenomenal trial grounds?
More phenomenal trial grounds!
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
Either way, we have to do something. We can't vote for Shuichi because he's definitely not the culprit.
At the very least, we can't pin it on him.
Yeah. If we vote for him, all hope is lost. I won't be able to save everyone.
You've got to make this definitive. You know, you can't just be like, yeah, I bet it was that person, let's vote. Like,
right?
Only idiots will do that. That's clearly trying to get everybody killed.
Yeah, but I haven't lost hope yet. I won't give up. Before I can save everyone, I need to make sure we're all on the same page. Debate scrums?
Okay. We're split into 2 teams. And what are we gonna do?
Okay, I think I understand. See, he's talking about the camera intervals. So we need to match up the person talking about intervals to Korikyo.
Before your opponent finishes their statement, find the same subject keyword. And hit that button. Okay.
Huh.
Well, let's see how it goes.
Split opinion!
Debate scrum, huh?
He's activating his Rasen power!
Okay.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Is it that?
Kaede is the one who actually had the
No, it was
receiver.
intervals.
No, I see, I see.
Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't
missed.
together the whole time, were they?
Together.
I see, you gotta
If
go
Shuichi
fast.
had the receiver, it could have been disguised.
Kibo,
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
Lie.
I'll do it! We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Right.
Yes. No, I'm aware of it. The controls are actually backwards, by the way.
Really?
When you hit down, it goes up.
Oh, man. Okay.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Gota,
But Mew's silent about intervals too.
Yeah, right?
unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi. Kaito,
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were they?
Hirumi!
Both of them were together when the receiver went off.
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could...
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually
Okay,
had
yeah,
the
this
receiver.
isn't actually that threatening.
But that's Kaede's lie.
I'll do it! We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this
Okay,
through.
now what's the button I'm supposed to hit?
It'll show up on the screen. B.
I was...
Oh, X.
Oh,
Crud.
sorry, it's an Xbox
Me.
controller,
Yeah.
so... Billy, you calling it out isn't going to change anything. Oh, right, Xbox. Man, if this was like PlayStation or Nintendo, I'd be fine. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. That might be neat later, but I'm kind of unimpressed right now.
It kind of seemed cool thematically. Like,
Yeah.
dramatically.
Everyone, you have to believe me. Shuichi is not the culprit. If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed.
Okay, maybe change how you're saying this. Like, you're right, but we need to stop focus on the vote for Shuichi and more like, we have to make sure we get this right. We have to address all the details.
I definitely won't let that happen, even if it costs me my life.
Kaede.
Yeah, it's just like Kaede said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
Gonta believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
Well, if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No, not at all.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Yes, please contribute.
Pull your head out of your stinking baseball cap. There's nothing wrong with hats. And get to work.
Shuichi, even though you're not the culprit, you've been quiet for a while. It's because you realized something, huh? You're scared to reveal the truth. I thought so. Shuichi, answer me this. What kind of truth did you realize? Don't be scared to say it. Not just for me, but for everyone else. Please, face the truth.
The picture.
Yeah?
Picture?
Is he talking about the last picture that showed everyone else entering, where Miyu looked kind of like nervous and scared and not actually like in the same mindset as everyone else?
It is within her personality to do that.
No, I'm just saying.
But it's pretty unusual. And then the very next thing that happened is she walked in and was like, oh, I thought that was a pile of dirty rags.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The picture from the camera aimed at the hidden door, just before the murder.
Or that one.
I always thought it was suspicious, the way Rantaro was acting.
Oh, is he just now noticing the flash went off?
What's suspicious?
If you look at the picture, it looks like Rantaro is trying to remove the camera.
Yeah. Well, it does make sense that he would be like, what the heck is this?
Right.
Reach out to grab it.
I mean, he looks surprised.
But that must mean he noticed the camera we set up.
Well, yeah.
Way to earn that ultimate detective moniker.
Did nobody else realize that this is the point? When he found it because the flash went off?
That's true. But when did he notice that?
I believe it was when the camera took its first picture.
Yeah.
This picture was taken when Rantaro moved the bookcase.
Pay no attention to his feet. Whoever,
oh my God!
Whoever drew his feet this day, they were having problems, and his feet don't really matter that much, right?
At that moment, something made him notice the camera.
So he tried to remove it. That's when the bookcase closed.
Okay, but if that's the case, then who opened the bookcase right before we got there?
Yeah.
I mean, we were under the impression that it took a while for the bookcase to close, not that it would happen right away. So if the bookcase closed immediately...
Then, like, we ran through the door just as he was dropping to the floor.
No, we'll see what he's about to say, but if it closes immediately, then we either did run in right as he instantly died, which doesn't seem right, or somebody opened the bookcase again right before he got there, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The sensor was triggered, and that's when this picture was taken.
If that is the case, we must find the reason why he noticed the camera.
You're confusing everyone! Except me, of course. Just get to the fucking point!
I've been contemplating what it could be. Why did he notice the camera?
Let's see here. Was it the boo bag bam bun? Was that it?
Was it the meat bone on?
Or maybe it was the
flash. Ah.
And the answer is in this picture.
Well, it's in the other picture too, if you pay attention. I see. Shuichi knows. The reason why Rantaro noticed the camera was because the camera flashed!
I get it! Because of the flash, right?
Yeah? The flash?
Yes, the flash went off when the hidden door camera took a picture.
So we need to contact the Justice League because they're the ones who killed Rantaro.
The question is...
A member of the Justice League too, yes.
Never mind.
Rantaro noticed the camera's flash.
But how can you tell the flash went off?
Because we have eyeballs, woman!
I understand that your eyes glaze over and you don't pay attention if you're not looking at women, but...
Well, if you compare it to the other pictures that we have. Remember the pictures that were taken when I took down the cameras? This is the picture taken when I removed the front camera. And this is the picture from when I removed the rear camera. And this is the picture of Rantaro.
You notice, right?
Whoa! The brightness is totally different.
Same room, circumstance, and camera. And yet, there is a disparity in brightness.
Because only the camera aimed at the hidden door had the flash turned on.
What was the purpose of leaving the flash on? Especially since it was meant to be hidden.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Let's ask the person who built it.
They even talked about turning it off specifically.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that either Shuichi or Kaede would have messed up that badly after discussing turning the flash off is rather hard to believe. I guess not impossible.
A mistake, maybe?
It's no mistake. There was an objective here. That camera was placed for another reason.
To lure the target to a specific location.
Another reason, huh?
I know this. There's only one reason the camera's flash was used. To lure the mastermind closer!
I get it! The flash was used to lure whoever moved the bookcase to the camera.
I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense.
Yep.
So when the flash went off, they would have noticed the camera right away.
That way you'd have them where you want them if you were planning on killing somebody by dropping something on their head.
From, say, a prone.
Or the bookcase. It could have been a prone. That's consistent with every bit of information we have. But it doesn't have to be.
I know, I just wanted to say the word.
I mean, what do you want? I've just never played a Xenoblade game.
And that's exactly what happened. Rantaro moved the bookcase, noticed the flash, and then walked over to the camera. But the culprit didn't expect the camera to take another picture when the door closed.
What?
Okay, if this is when the door is swinging shut, then that's why it took a picture of Rantaro right in front of it, I think is what they're saying.
If it just closes immediately, then fair enough, but why was it open when we got there?
I imagined... Oh, actually, no, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, it either stays open for a long period of time, or somebody else opened it right before we ran into the room.
And if that was the case, the camera should have taken a picture, and the alarm would have went off again.
And it did not do that.
Huh.
And we didn't get there within 30 seconds, so
Right?
it wasn't camera intervals.
Hey, Kaede?
What is it?
Is something wrong? You've been acting kind of strange.
Huh?
Strange?
Your last few remarks carry more conviction than before.
Well, yeah. That is in fact the case.
Yeah.
Do you know who the culprit is?
Yep, I know. I've known for a long time.
For a long time.
Long time?
Because there was only one person able to set the flash on the camera.
Well, I mean, sort of, but yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Shuichi?
I mean, really, there's kind of like 3 people here. Kaede, Shuichi, and Miyu.
Well, I mean, there's no guarantee that they understand exactly how to set the flash on a camera if they're not too familiar with the thing themselves. I'm just saying.
The culprit of this incident is...
Really?
What?
In that case...
Kaede is the one who set up that camera. So if someone was going to turn on the flash, assuming Miyu didn't do some sort of remote shenanigans,
right,
she would be the only one who could.
Yeah, that's why she was the first person I said.
So she wants us to pick herself?
Yeah. Either that or, like, Shuichi, I guess.
No doubt about it.
I mean, we've been saying she could have been her the whole time.
Also, to be fair, there's no guarantee that this is the person who ultimately did it, right? Right?
I mean, it's plausible that it could have been her.
I will be so shocked if my ridiculous Rube Goldberg idea was actually true.
Well, when we were working it out, it always seemed completely plausible.
Right?
It seems unlikely that the person that you would play would do it.
True.
But A, we've been assuming that something like that could happen the whole time, and B, like, she did zone out.
More than once!
Well, this is as far as it goes. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get to the mastermind. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry, Rantaro. I'm sorry, Shuichi. You stayed silent this whole time because you realized it already, right? But you can't do that. It may be the end of me, but I want my wish to. I'm giving it to you, Shuichi.
Wow.
From now on, you're going to carry on my wish. You're going to protect everyone.
Kaede, I know what you want me to do.
So is she admitting that she did it on purpose?
That seems to be the case! Maybe the reason she didn't claim the first blood perk is because she wanted to confirm the mastermind with the trial.
That would explain why she was always going after the mastermind. because for her, that really was the only thing that mattered. So why did she do it then? I mean, we understand how she did it. She rolled the ball down the vent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she would have had to open the vent and then roll it down and then close the vent back up.
Which she could have, easily.
Yeah, I guess so, but
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, but... I understand. I'll do it.
Can I just say this entire sequence is freaking amazing? Like, the lights slowly going off as Kaede sort of passes the torch, and everything slowly coming back on as Shuichi accepts it.
all of which is going on without either of them talking to each other. Why did she do it then?
The only thing I can think of is if she was 100% sure that the mastermind would fall into it, but then she started doubting herself when she saw who it was. And so that's why she didn't claim the first blood perk and wanted to try and use the trial to pin down the mastermind. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, this whole time we've been poo-pooing the idea that this would end it.
Yeah.
You can trust me.
Also, well, I'll wait.
I won't let your wish go ungranted. Kaede is the culprit.
And for it to be the person who was always doing everything right and saying everything right. Kaede, I mean. But what did it get her? It didn't get her anything. I mean, it's definitely a shock. I'd be more shocked.
Right.
If Discord, you would have carefully worked to come up with a solution to this instead of just ignore it and cast us in a way that makes us massively suspicious, so we've been expecting this the entire time.
To be fair, she has been throwing up a lot of death flags, too.
Oh, yeah! Every single one!
You can barely see her under all of them.
Yes, we have noticed the menu swap, where, Shuichi is officially main character in the menu now. The thing is for the one person who is actually the best at spouting the right stuff to say for the right reasons, there is something poignant that she was the one who violated her own principles to try and do something about, the entire game.
Right.
But what did it get her?
She played it.
She's the one who gave into the game first. She played the game. She assumed that she could win the game because only the mastermind would go there and nobody else would ever do it, so she was going to kill the mastermind. Realized that she killed somebody who was not the mastermind. I mean, I suppose it makes her lying make a bit more, not sense, but...
Well, since she was trying to save everyone, at the end of everything, she would eventually have to admit it anyway.
Yes, that is true.
I'm not saying that absolves her of anything, but that does put her a step above the regular Blackened, I feel.
She had better intentions. That doesn't count for nothing, but it doesn't count for that much. I mean, I don't think that she would have let everybody be executed.
Yeah.
But she blew it really bad.
She did.
She believed in everything she was saying. I just think back to Rantaro's conversation with her, where he said, you might be able to win this, but you'd better watch out. You could be a target. It's like she thought she was better than the game or underestimated the whole game.
Yeah.
No matter how I look at any of it, all I can see is just a waste. Just a waste. If you shoot at the king, you'd better not miss.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go this far, the only thing that could justify what she did would have been if she actually got the mastermind and solved the killing game.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was never gonna happen.
Huh?
Kaede did it?
Wait! That's not possible! Right, Kaede? Kaede? Wait! Did she really...
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
And now, in order for the trial to continue going, she's going to make sure the trial continues going. Maybe she still hopes that they'll be able to figure out who the mastermind is. That's the only reason I can think of.
I suppose you could also say that by giving everybody a chance to all work together beating her up in the trial.
Like uniting them against her by beating the enemy?
Yeah, there is some sort of unity factor to consider, I guess, but...
Huh? Did you guys really think I'm the culprit? Psh, come on, guys. Like I could. When Rantaro was murdered, I was in the classroom with Shuichi, remember?
Well, except for when he left.
After that, we went to the library, and that's the first time I even saw his body. Plus, I never met up with Rantaro. I never had a chance to kill him.
Yes. No way Kaede could be culprit.
The thing is we never actually did talk about the method.
Yeah.
Jeez, of course not. Do you think I'm even strong enough to throw that shot? My hands are only strong enough to play piano.
Well, that's plenty strong, though I guess more delicate and fine and less rough. But, you know, the 2 times that she zoned out were when she was messing with the books.
By the vent.
When she was messing with the books in the library, and when she was sweeping
the classroom.
In the classroom when she was by herself.
Then accusing you of being the culprit is...
Yep, it's wrong. Shuichi's just joking around. He wanted to lighten up the mood.
I suppose rather than make it a tragedy, you'd better go after the villain.
Yeah.
Right, Shuichi? No matter how you look at it, I couldn't have killed Rantaro with that shot.
I understand, Kaede. You want me to reveal the truth, don't you?
I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth. But the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their fate. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path.
Yeah, she was definitely speaking like she knew she wasn't coming out of this.
You won't even know you're on a path. So, fight for the truth, even if it is frightening. I know you can do this. If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping, and let that be your strength.
I get...
No, I'm not joking around. Kaede definitely killed Rantaro.
What the hell did you just say?
It seems as though Shuichi is serious after all.
That's tragic.
Of course I am.
Why don't you tell me then? How did I kill Rantaro with that shot?
As a matter of aesthetics, I kind of don't like the 3 trial. I think the rest of the game has absolutely fantastic music, at least what we've heard so far. Mm-hmm. But then I think the music in the trials is like 6 steps back. It's not that I don't actually like electronic music. I do a lot. Mm-hmm. It's very thin for some reason. Whereas I think of like Class Trial Solar Edition, just the regular music for like nonstop debate and such that was done in the previous games. I just felt they were way better. However, that's like the only technical point that I think this is not absolutely superior on, and I wanted to get that out at some point. Okay, now on to this.
Yeah, how? You and Kaede were together the whole time, weren't you?
How Kaede killed Rantaro with the shot put ball should become clear when you consider where she used it.
This is the reason that we always had to consider her, because she was right next to that vent.
Where she used the shot put ball?
Huh? What? I'm lost, you guys.
What's the name of it, for crying out
Lookout
loud?
classroom or classroom vent, one of those two.
Kaede wants me to reveal the truth. She trusts me with her wish. So I can't back down. I need to fulfill her wish. I need to fight for the truth.
So it's going to be the lookout classroom.
Yep.
I have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
No. And
Rantaro
that's
was
our
killed in the library, after all.
Yeah.
that's the case,
only
but
explanation.
In which case, it's impossible for me to be the culprit.
Oh, this one seems pretty straightforward.
yeah, it's that killed in the library one that Kaede.
No.
It's the one that Kaede said.
Yeah, used in the library, saying the shot put was used in the library.
Yeah.
It's the second one.
Yeah.
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
Who?
That's wrong!
Kaede didn't use the shot put ball at the scene of the crime. She used it at the first floor classroom, where we were keeping watch.
Hold up. How could she have hit Rantaro with a shot from a different floor?
By moving him exactly where she needed him to be.
She rolled it. She rolled the shot from the first floor classroom and hit Rantaro.
She was talking about how she likes Rube Goldberg machines.
She was giving him the clues from the start.
And that divot that we kept trying to look at and would never let us actually notice. And we were surprised wasn't a truth bullet.
Yeah.
Was, in fact, the way it worked.
I am skeptical that she could perform such a feat of accuracy.
So it was a magic shot put ball? Yeah, that's not possible.
You're correct. Just, it's okay.
It is possible. If you do it at the right spot in the classroom, it will reach the library.
So it seems you already knew about that.
You didn't try to hide it from him.
Right?
I didn't want to figure it out. I didn't want to know. But I can't turn away from the truth. Yeah. The place she rolled the shot put ball to move it from the classroom to the library. I know this.
Hangman's Gambit! Oh,
So-
this is different.
We have the flash spot to read the orbs. Obviously, according to this, we're putting together vent, but I mean, we know that. While the letters are illuminated, you will not actually be able to select the orbs, so you flash it to see what they are, then remember where they are, and then go hit it. Okay.
And then you stick it with its other letter, and then you activate that to use it. You suck up a V, put it on another V. At least that's how the other Hangman.
That's how the other one worked.
Good point, fair point. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a different one.
This one sounds easier, frankly.
Okay. So what we want is that. Yeah, and that's all you do. Oh, I need an A.
You need an E.
Oh, I do need an E. A, vent. Yeah, you can tell that I am definitely, hey!
Ha! Nice try!
Cute. N. T. Okay, so in Hangman's Gambit, we need to be looking for those?
I guess.
The classroom's vent. If you were to roll the shot in there, it would reach the library.
I see. That air duct connects the classroom to the library.
So, the shot is rolled into the vent, passes through the duct, and comes out of the air vent above the library bookcase.
But how could she have hit Rantaro from all the way over there? The vent was way too far from Rantaro's body.
I mean, we're not saying anything. We've gone over this how many times now?
We're just waiting for them to catch up.
So it was just a coincidence?
What kind of coincidence is that?
What a mystery.
No, I already know the answer to that as well. It was no coincidence. The culprit set it up that way intentionally. If I'm remembering correctly, there was something off about her then. There was. Every time this comes up, we've got to make sure we know the truth bullets. Because it's one thing to sit and just play a trial until it's done, which is how you would do it in an ideal world. But we can't do that. There's sometimes like a week in between us playing. Damn it. How could I not realize it? It's too late to regret the past. I said I wouldn't back down. I made a promise. And here we go again.
Stacked books!
Yeah.
The shot that fell from the vent. How did it strike Rantaro's head from that distance?
It's not a magic
Yeah,
shot!
that's impossible!
It's not like it started rolling on its own and fell off the bookcase onto Rantaro's head.
Maybe the shot was on the floor.
Okay, I mean, I guess we could agree
And
with
Rantaro
that.
tripped over it, causing him to hit his head on the bookcase?
No.
Watch out so you don't slip and fall!
Shut up! You're
What if
useless!
Rantaro's corpse moved on its own?
Like he was
What the
standing under
heck?
the vent
That
when
was
the
a bunch
shot
of
hit
like
his head.
Then he
Korikino
walked a
talking
few
about
steps
fear.
before he finally dropped dead.
Well, apparently not.
Hey, Shuichi. Don't lose sight of the truth.
It is the stacked books.
It's
on, like, the rolled on its own,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because that's... Right.
It did roll on its own.
Its head from that distance.
Pew!
Yeah, that's impossible.
Oh, I guess it's impossible
It's not
then.
like it started rolling.
I agree.
I agree, we're friends.
It's just like Ryoma said. The shot rolled along the top of the bookcase and fell on Rantaro's head.
It rolled along the bookcase?
I did say that, but would the shot have rolled that conveniently?
If it was prepared ahead of time, yes.
As it turns out, she most definitely was the person messing with those books. She went to a great deal of trouble to make that happen. And she did not have to do that.
It has nothing to do with convenience. The shot rolled exactly how the culprit wanted. They used books on top of the bookcases to direct the path of the shot.
The shot's path was directed by books? How would that even work?
It would be easier to explain with a floor plan of the library.
Oh, that's right. Someone did have a floor plan.
Wasn't it Miyu? Wasn't she using her drone to take a picture of everything?
Yeah. In fact, that might be concrete proof of my theory. I remember one of them having a Miyu.
One of them had a Miyu?
That's it!
Yeah, the prone had a Miyu.
Mew, I recall that during the investigation, You said you would use your drone to make a floor plan.
Oh yeah! What happened with that?
I've already developed the photos and drafted some sketches.
Why didn't you give them to anybody? Because it didn't seem to be necessary?
Then let's look at it. Maybe we all find clue.
Please, Mew.
Oh, want him that badly, huh? Fine. But now you owe me one.
I hate you.
Voila! Feast your eyes on these babies.
No, not those babies.
Damn, that's professional.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yep.
She spent a long time moving those books so she could set up the camera up there, and Shuichi noticed that it was kind of weird how obsessive she was about it.
It's just as I thought.
What is?
Guys, come on.
See? The books are stacked like stairs from the vent to where Rantaro's body was found.
Oh! Shuichi is right!
Indeed, they are stacked like stairs. I did not notice when I looked up from the floor.
And they weren't really gonna let us look. But then again, I guess Kaede really did not want us to look at the stacked books or that divot over there.
Yeah.
I see. The shot rolled on top of these books, eh?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The shot was rolled into the classroom vent and came out in the library. If the vent was open, the shot would have maintained momentum. And you did that, right, Kaede? You made sure the vent was open.
And they went out of their way to say that the vent was left exactly the way Kaede left it.
Yep. I pushed the grate into the duct. Then I lifted my body and looked inside.
So how's it look? Could a person other than Ryoma fit in there?
It would be pretty difficult, but you might be able to crawl through. I'm sure Himiko could.
Impressive. You have a really good memory, Shuichi.
When the shot came through, the stacked books made it change direction. It then rolled down the path made by the books. The books were stacked in rows so that the shot wouldn't fall off. At the same time, the books blocked the shot from view. Then, when the ball was directly above Rantaro, it changed direction.
Something that I hadn't thought about. Compared to other ideas that we had, this would be the easiest way to time it because you know exactly when it is you're supposed to make the shot. There were other plausible ways, like the idea that I had a drone which couldn't be heard due to the loud music was following right behind Rantaro due to the camera intervals, and then flew up here and dropped the shot on those books. And so allowing it to like roll down there. And then after that, hid in the vent because nobody was going to look there, and that way it wouldn't be seen. I mean, that's just as plausible. It turns out to not be what happened, but like it fits with all the facts.
Yeah.
But the difficult part about it is that it's not as easy to time somebody going into the library.
Yeah.
And it's also not like Miu or whoever a drone operator would be would necessarily know where
to put the thing, where to drop it or whatever.
Because nobody knew about the location of the cameras other than Kaede and Shuichi. We know that for a fact because of when they set them up and the fact that there were no other pictures that they took. Now, anyway.
Rolled along the groove of the open books and fell on top of his head. And it was the camera flash that lured him to that exact spot.
So,
A setup that complicated is almost like a Rube Goldberg machine.
which she said she liked when she was setting it up.
So Kaede created this mechanism?
Well, it would be...
Wait, even with the Rube whatever setup, when did she roll the ball into the duct?
Yeah, she kind of lied about that before.
That's right! Wasn't Shuichi with Kaede in the classroom?
Not the whole time. When did Kaede roll the shot put ball?
When the receiver went off, Shuichi ran out first, after all.
That is the case. It had to have been at just the right time to kill Rantaro. Well, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Oh, I mean, it most definitely did happen. Yeah, that's the only time it could have been. It couldn't have been any other time. So I guess she would have moved the vent, because that vent has to be open.
Right.
And then just done it then. But where was she hiding the ball?
She could have just had it on her person, I guess.
Billy, can you just carry a bowling ball around?
Well, I mean, you know, this is like anime stuff, and
well, she does always have a backpack on, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, this is awkward, I suppose, but we probably better stop, because if we keep going for too much longer, then we won't be able to stop at all. So, poof! Huh?
Did you just mime a smoke bomb and running away? That was pathetic.
I'm very sorry.